I can see you're opening your tea as well. I have my hot tea.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Green tea.
Cheers to tea, right?
Green tea, yeah.
Yeah. So, Karmi Saiba, again, thank you so much for joining us today and to talk about culture and cuisine. We often think about food in terms of how delicious it is, the aroma of food, but there's a part about our cuisine that brings our culture together. We live in a Jamaat where we have very, very unique diversity and pluralism within our Jamaat. And what's amazing is in Hamilton, we are so blessed to have different members of the Jamaat from different parts of the world. So of course, we have the Central Asian Jamaat, we have the Syrian Jamaat, we have the South Asian Jamaat. And today we have a special treat because you really treated us to, or at least you treated my family, I should say, to some wonderful food. I know that the viewers all won't be able to taste this delicious food, but I'm actually representing them and able to tell them what I've been able to enjoy. Right? So as we're in fact,
when you explain, it sounds convincing. When you say, "Oh, that's your food," you always say it's good.
Yeah. So look, I already have just for the viewers to see. This is a special Afghan bread. Now, did Kamran Saib make this, or did Kamran Saiba make this?
No,
you make a guess.
I'm not a cook. So.
No, he's not. So I made that. It's called brood, and this is like a sweet bread. It's like more eaten like instead of cookie or cake. Yeah,
it's so I don't know if in Afghan culture this is a tea dish or this is to be eaten with other food.
It comes with the tea.
The tea.
Us as a family, we moved here about 3-4 years ago. And within that period of time, we've seen so many new faces in the Jamaat that have been joining us. Now, I know that you have a journey and you have a story of your migration here to Hamilton. Maybe you can talk to us a little bit about, we know Kamran Saib and Kamrani Saiba from the previous years leading our Jamaat behind the pot. Not all of us know your story of, what brought you here. And, maybe you can talk to us a little bit about that.
We are already in Canada for quite a while now.
Okay.
We came to Canada about 22 years ago, which is now
September 1997.
So
22
and a half years, yeah. So about that long we came here, and we came right shortly after, maybe after 3 months, we came to Hamilton. Back then, his uncle found a store here for us, so we started running that, but we were totally new to the country, and I was not Ismaili at that time. I became a little bit later. I converted here. I went to classes in Richmond Hill to do that. And then, as I told you, like the funny story is, we had our store, and as tradition with many stores, you put a picture up of Malababa.
Yeah.
And we were in the store, and the Hamilton Jamaat found us in the store.
And isn't that funny? It's all it takes is the one picture of our Hazri Imam. And no matter where you go, I was in India. It surrounds me. Even when I was in India, there's a street in Bombay where there are many shopkeepers who sell shoes and other items. And right away, when you go in the store, they're Ismaili because of that picture of Imam. And you make that connection right away.
Our identity.
It's kind of very nice.
Right? Yeah. And so the same thing must have happened then in your case.
And that happened. And at that point, Ismail uncle from our Jamaat walked by, and he saw that we are Ismaili, and he approached us to inform us that there is Kani in Hamilton.
We were introduced to Jamaat members, and there was a big announcement done by Rosie Jamal. That time she was involved in the IBC, or she was no, she was either was IBC member, or she was like you guys in one of the majalis. But she announced it, and there was
so nice. And at that time,
nice welcoming, and we were really at home, so to say.
You mentioned something about Navroz. Maybe you can tell us about the Navroz tradition. And
Navroz, it is a tradition on itself, because when the Navroz comes, everything is new then, new clothes, new everything. So, and then in terms of dishes, there's specific fish dish combined with jalebi. So they usually fry, and some also they do tandoori fish. And most of the fish, if they can, they catch us inside of Afghanistan in some seas. But when it's not enough, then usually it comes from Pakistan.
Okay.
After Jalalabad and Kabul, and because population now grown 3 times, even in 40 years war and killing millions, but still the population is growing.
Okay.
And the need for fish also grows. And yeah, and during the Nowruz, many people would like to have a fish with jalebi on their table, and that's so during the Nowruz days.
So, and I don't really know where actually that number 7 comes out, because they are making aft meva, which means like 7 fruits, which is actually 7 kind of dry fruits that get soaked together.
Yeah, that was I forgot.
And you will see that probably in Kani for Nowruz. Well, we don't know how this year will be, but like that we bring these jars from the half meva that we soaked. So and on the Nowruz day, whoever comes to your house will have some of that together with you.
Oh, I see.
That would be like you put
instead of tea, then you get half meva sharbat.
Okay,
so
which is a dried fruit.
Yeah, it's a quite strong drink. It's a very, very nutritious. It's very strong. It makes you like sometimes when you drink lots with all the nuts and fruits, it makes you like you're high.
Yeah.
But there goes like 3 kind of raisin goes in there, like dark ones and yellowish ones and the brown ones. So 3 kind of raisin goes in there, and like maybe like apricot, and then almonds and pistachio. And then that could vary. Some people put different things, but those are kind of like the basic thing. You put like 7 kind of different dry fruits together. And you would do that like about 2 days before Nowruz. You put them all in a large dish and you fill water.
Okay.
You fill it with water. So then all kind of like the sugar and things that comes out of this, and this, but you would have it together with that dry fruit. You fill it with a little.
Oh, you'll have it with the liquid. So do you drink the liquid?
Yeah, it's like the fruit plus like the sugary liquid.
Yeah, I was just joking, but it's highly strong drink.
Okay.
That would only happen if you leave it maybe, I don't know, for how many days. So that gives the wrong impression.
Yeah, when next Nowruz come, you drink 1 glassful, and then you feel how strong that is.
How strong
it is. You won't feel any hungry.
Of course, it's all nuts and dry fruits, of course.
Hey, Kamini Saiba, if you have any, sometimes what we call again comfort foods, if you had to pick a favorite dish, something that's not overly complicated to make, but something that you enjoy and it just fills you just right.
When you ask every Jamaati member, Afghan Jamaati member, the easiest food, and lots of people love it to eat, it's shorba. Shorba is a soup made with meat and chicken.
It's not my comfort food.
It's an Afghan comfort food.
Yes.
Most Afghan like it.
Right.
And it's easy to make.
Thank you again so much for your time, for spending this time chatting about Afghan cuisine, Afghan traditions, Afghan culture, and learning a bit about your journey over here.